Hello everyone. Hi guys. Hello everyone. Hi. So welcome back to another session with me. So in this session we're going to learn how to write a letter. Just give me 1 second. I'm not sure about the settings. So yeah. Okay. So hi everyone. This is Aayushi Rajput and I'm one of the top educators on Unacademy. If you still haven't subscribed to the channel, do that. And what are you waiting for? Install the Unacademy Learning app. I take special classes on Unacademy almost every day. By special classes, I mean these are free classes that I take at approximately 9 p.m. every night on Unacademy. So just install the Unacademy Learning app and there you can watch some free classes. Of course, there are paid classes, paid courses which are like long-term course which that help prepare you extensively for the exam, that help you achieve a very high band. But if you're just a beginner, come watch the free classes. Yeah. Now I hope everybody is safe and sound and you're all at your homes. So let's just begin, okay? Right. So in your IELTS general training, letter writing is your task one. Yeah. So for your writing part in the general training examination, you have to complete two tasks. The first task is letter writing, and the second task is, of course, essay writing. So in this class, I'm going to talk about letter writing, and there's another class at 8 p.m. on YouTube, another free class, and you can find that class after this one, where I'll be talking about essay writing. So before I jump into the tips and everything, let me just tell you some basics, okay? So, well, every time that you get a question on letter writing in the IELTS examination, the question or the task will have some information, some basic information that you have to use, okay? Like this. This is a sample question. On a recent holiday, you lost a valuable item. Sorry. Fortunately, you have travel insurance to cover the cost of anything lost. Write a letter to the manager of your insurance company, and in your letter, describe the item you lost, explain how you lost it, and tell the insurance company what you would like them to do. Now, it's very important to cover these 3 points, okay? So, this is how a question will look like. And then, of course, you will write an elaborate letter on it. So, I will talk about these things, but first, I want you to understand the difference between a formal, a semi-formal, and an informal letter. Now, remember, a formal letter is written to a person who is superior to you, with whom you have a hierarchical relationship, and the person who is not your friend. Matlab, that means you don't know this person well. I'm not saying the person is a complete stranger, because when you write a formal letter to your boss is not a stranger. You know his name, you've met him, you've talked to him. So he's not a stranger, but he's not your friend. You don't know personal details about him. You people don't have a bonding with each other. At the same time, since he's your boss, he's your superior, you have a professional relationship. Okay? So some students usually have a confusion that a formal letter is written to anyone who's a stranger. No, you can write a formal letter to someone that you know, but you don't have a deep relationship with them. You just know them in a professional relationship. Okay. Now, secondly, with this person to whom you're writing a formal letter, you need to have a hierarchical relationship. By hierarchical relationship, I mean the person is superior to you, or you're supposed to respect this person due to some reasons. You're writing a letter to an officer. He's superior. You're supposed to respect him. Writing a letter to your boss, to your principal, to your teacher. These are all formal letters because you're not friends with them and they're superior to you. Now, when I come to semi-formal letter, people often get confused between the two, and this class will diminish that confusion forever. Now, in a semi-formal letter, again, this thing remains the same category. You don't know this person very well. Okay, so it's not necessary that the person has to be a stranger होना जरूरी नहीं है. ऐसा इंसान भी हो सकता है जिससे आप लाइफ में एक दो बार मिले हो या कभी कभी मिलते हो, पर दोस्त नहीं है आपका, पर्सनल रिलेशनशिप नहीं है आप दोनों में. तो जरूरी नहीं है कि वो स्ट्रेंजर हो, लेकिन ये जरूरी है कि आप उसको अच्छे से नहीं जानते. दूसरी चीज, जैसे यहाँ पर सुपीरियर और हायरार्की की बात करी हमने फॉर्मल में, दैट इज नॉट नेसेसरी. सो hierarchy is not necessary in a semi-formal letter. Now, what is the another thing that is important? Professional relationship. Professional relation. What kind of professional relation? This person can be your colleague. This person can be a manager of a different organization. Try to understand this. When you're writing a letter to the manager of your company, your organization, your manager can fire you. He can give you orders. So he's your superior. But when you're a customer, you bought a microwave oven. Now the oven is not working. So you're writing a manager of that electronics company, or you're writing a letter to the manager of the showroom from where you bought it. Now, this manager is not your senior. You're not working under him. So, that's the conclusion here. In a formal letter, number one, formal letter, there's a senior junior relationship or a relationship based out of hierarchy. In a semi-formal letter, this relationship is based out of respect and professionalism. तो आप जिसको थोड़ा बहुत जानते हो, आप उसके साथ प्रोफेशनली पेश आते हो. आप उसको अपना दोस्त नहीं बनाने लग जाते. वो आपका सीनियर नहीं है, पर वो इंसान भी एक अच्छी पोस्ट पे, आप उसको लेटर लिख रहे हो. वो आपका कलीग भी हो सकता है जो आपके साथ काम कर रहा है. इसलिए वो आपका सीनियर नहीं है ना आपका जूनियर है, आपके साथ काम करता है. तो अपने कलीग को लेटर लिखोगे तो इट विल बी अगेन अ सेमी फॉर्मल लेटर. Now the last one, the third category, the easiest one is informal letter. Now you write an informal letter to your friend, family, or your loved ones. In this kind of letter, the informal letter, you know the person very well. यहाँ पर हम उस इंसान को बहुत अच्छे से जानते हैं. Okay, and now we don't have a professional relationship, we have a personal relationship. Now if you want some examples, okay, if you're looking for examples here, so I'll tell you, formal may it will be your boss, your principal or head of the department, or your vice chancellor or president of your university, etc. Or it can be any high government officer, like you're writing a letter to the chief minister, you're writing a letter to an IS officer. It could be formal letter. Now, semi-formal letter, you're writing a letter to your colleague, someone who works with you. You're writing a letter to another business. किसी और के बिजनेस को आप लेटर लिख रहे हो. जैसे आपने एक शॉप से सामान खरीदा और आप अब उस शॉप को लेटर लिख रहे हो. अगर आप किसी के साथ एक प्रोफेशनल रिलेशनशिप में हो विदाउट हायरार्की तो वो सेमी फॉर्मल है. इनफॉर्मल आपकी फैमिली, लाइक आपके मदर, फादर, आपके सिबलिंग्स, भाई बहन, आपके गर्लफ्रेंड बॉयफ्रेंड, आपका बेस्ट फ्रेंड या कोई भी और फ्रेंड, या आपकी आंट, अंकल, बाकी के फैमिली मेंबर्स, ग्रैंडफादर, योर सन, डॉटर, वाइफ, हस्बैंड, एक्सेट्रा. Okay, so this is it, and I hope this is very clear. You will now never forget it in your life. So now is the time when we can move on to the tips. लेकिन एक चीज और समझो, just try to understand one more thing. Since I've explained you these differences in detail, now use your common sense and think about it. We all know that there is a different structure that is used in each of these kind of letters. सबको पता है कि formal letter की starting respected sir से होगी. सेमी फॉर्मल लेटर की स्टार्टिंग डियर मैम, डियर सर से कर सकते हैं, और इनफॉर्मल की स्टार्टिंग हम हाय, हेलो, डियर एंड हे ऐसे कर सकते हैं, राइट. सिमिलरली फॉर्मल लेटर में आप सर मैम लिखते हो, नाम नहीं लिखते. इनफॉर्मल लेटर में आप नाम लिखते हो. तो अब जरा थिंक अबाउट योर एक्चुअल लाइफ. व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग टू योर बॉस एंड यू वांट टू आस्क हिम हाउ इज हिज डे, आप अपने बॉस से पूछना चाहते हो उनका दिन कैसा था, तो आप ऐसे बोलोगे क्या? विल यू टॉक टू हिम लाइक दिस, यू नो, लाइक अ कैजुअल टीनेजर, हे मैन व्हाट्स अप? विल यू से दैट? नो. That is a kind of conversation, or that's the kind of language and tone you can use only with your friends or people who are junior to you. Okay, so if you're saying hey man what's up, no, that slang, that casual language does not work here in a formal letter. तो क्योंकि हम अपनी एक्चुअल लाइफ में भी अपने बॉस से, प्रिंसिपल से या सीनियर से ऐसे बात नहीं करते. हम उनको नहीं पूछते कि और क्या हाल चाल है, ऐसे नहीं पूछते. हम बोलते हैं हेलो सर, हाउ आर यू. तो हमारी लैंग्वेज, द कंटेंट दैट यू आर राइटिंग इन द लेटर, दैट लैंग्वेज आल्सो चेंजेस. सिमिलरली जो सेमी फॉर्मल लेटर है, मान लो आपके साथ काम करने वाला कोई है, तो आप उसको उतनी रिस्पेक्ट नहीं दोगे जितनी रिस्पेक्ट आप अपने बॉस को देते हो, लेकिन रिस्पेक्ट दोगे जरूर, थोड़ी सी तो जरूर दोगे. अपने फ्रेंड की तरह बात नहीं करोगे आप उससे, दैट्स फॉर श्योर. या एंड सिमिलरली जो सेमी फॉर्मल सॉरी जो इनफॉर्मल लेटर होता है उसमें भी, वन सेकेंड गाइस, सिमिलरली जो सेमी फॉर्मल लेटर होता, इनफॉर्मल लेटर होता है जो आप अपनी फैमिली को लिखते हो, उसमें आप ऐसे नहीं पूछते अपनी मॉम से कि हेलो मॉम हाउ आर यू, आई वांट योर परमिशन टू कम टू योर हाउस. ऐसे नहीं लिखते. आपको मॉम से परमिशन नहीं चाहिए, आप उनको बता देते हो हाय मॉम, आई लव यू, आई मिस यू, आई एम कमिंग होम टुमारो. तो इसी तरह से हम लेटर में लिखते हैं. तो जैसे हम अपनी एक्चुअल लाइफ में फैमिली फ्रेंड्स के साथ क्लोज होते हैं, उन के लिए जो लैंग्वेज यूज होती है वो लैंग्वेज भी थोड़ी रिलैक्स्ड और कैजुअल होती है. सेमी फॉर्मल लेटर में वो थोड़ी सी फॉर्मल होती है, और फॉर्मल लेटर में वो बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोफेशनल और स्ट्रिक्ट लैंग्वेज हो जाती है. इसी तरह जब आप लेटर लिखोगे तो एग्जामिनर ये नहीं देखेगा कि आपने फॉर्मेट सही लिखा है कि नहीं, वो देखेगा क्या आपकी इंग्लिश चेंज हुई, क्या सेमी फॉर्मल लेटर में आपने प्रोफेशनल लैंग्वेज लिखी, क्या फॉर्मल लेटर में आपने प्रोफेशनल लैंग्वेज लिखी, क्या इनफॉर्मल लेटर में आपने कैजुअल लैंग्वेज लिखी या नहीं, वो मैटर करता है. और किस तरह के वर्ड्स आपने यूज करे. जैसे प्लीज अगर आप बोलते हो इनफॉर्मल लेटर में, फैमिली को लिख रहे हो प्लीज, ठीक है, वहां पर ही यही सेम वर्ड फॉर्मल लेटर में प्लीज नहीं होगा, वहां पर होगा आई रिक्वेस्ट यू, आई हम्बली रिक्वेस्ट यू. तो ये चेंजेस एंड वेरिएशंस ऑफ द टोन समझना भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. So yeah, these are some tips. Spend 20 minutes, of course, you have to spend 20 minutes on the letter. पर वो 20 minutes पूरे नहीं हैं आपके पास. At least 3 मिनट आपको errors check करने के लिए चाहिए और एटलीस्ट 2 मिनट आप अपने लेटर को लिखने से पहले थोड़ा सा प्लान करो. क्वेश्चन देखने के बाद सोचो क्या क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन की ज़रूरत है इस क्वेश्चन में, मैं उस इन्फॉर्मेशन को कैसे लिखूंगा, मेरे लेटर का स्ट्रक्चर क्या होगा, कितने पैराग्राफ्स होंगे मेरे लेटर में, कैसे स्टार्ट करूंगा. तो व्हाई, बिकॉज दैट्स इंपॉर्टेंट. तभी आपका लेटर लॉजिकल लगेगा. वो फ्लुएंसी, कोहेरेंस, कोहेजन, ये सारी चीजें, आई मीन नॉट फ्लुएंसी बट कोहेरेंस एंड कोहेजन, ये सारी चीजें तब होंगी आपके लेटर में. सो इट शुड बी स्ट्रक्चर्ड, प्लान्ड, ब्यूटिफुली अरेंज्ड. Now after that, remember 150 word is the minimum. So you cannot write 140 or 145, पर आप 150 से थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा लिख सकते हो. You can write 160, 170 or 180 words. Again, there is no point of writing more than 200 because then you will just waste your time. If you have extra time, check your mistakes, check your errors, correct them, but don't write a very long letter. An ideal word limit, the word limit from IELTS is 150 minimum, and the maximum should never go beyond 180, 190. Now remember, your letter will be judged on some marking criteria, and those criteria are vocabulary, accuracy, avoiding repetition plus using high level words. Second criteria is grammar, accuracy plus range. Third criteria is your sentence completion, answering all the questions that were given in the letter, and um, finishing the word limit, finishing the 150 word limit. And the fourth criteria is coherence and cohesion, which means the letter is logical, it's structured, it's beautifully written, all the information is rightly presented in a good manner. So the kind of language you're using, the amount of paragraphs that you're using, those things will determine if you're going to get a good score for cohesion and coherence or not. Yeah. So you do not need to write an address, of course. Yeah, that is something which you don't have to do. And why? Because it's always given in the letter. It's always given there that you don't have to write address. So whenever you get a question, it would be written at the bottom that don't write an address, or you don't have to write an address. Yeah. Now similarly, you have to pay attention to whom you are writing this letter to. Why? Because this is going to be important in the case to determine whether the letter is formal, semi-formal or informal. So you want to understand if the letter is formal, or you want to understand if the letter is semi-formal. It's important to see who are you writing it to. Okay. Then secondly, your aim and purpose of the letter is also very important, and don't forget to fill details. As I've shown you in the question, that you are just gonna get a broad guideline. Okay, like write a letter to the manager of your insurance company and you lost a valuable item. But what is the item? Is it a bike? Is it a camera? Is it your wallet? Is it a necklace or a watch? What is the item? You have to imagine us. You have to find out those details. Okay. Now similarly, what will you write to the insurance company? Item क्या था, कैसा था, where did you lose it? ये सारी details, all of these things you will have to imagine, right? Okay. So this would be your structure for a formal letter. You can start with respected sir, madam. After that, your first paragraph has to be very short. The first paragraph will tell what is the reason that you're writing the letter. So you have to tell them why you're writing a letter. I'm writing this letter to thank you. I'm writing this letter to inform you, etc. Then the next 2-3 paragraphs will cover these bullet points. These bullet points that were given in the question. Describe the item, how you lost it, and tell the insurance company what you want to do. So these 3 things will be covered in 3 small paragraphs. After that, you finish it with a small conclusion like thank you and I hope to see you soon, I hope to hear from you soon, kindly solve my problem, I'll be very thankful, etc. And then of course your closing statement, and you finish your letter. Yeah, and you sign off. Simple. Now, these are some useful languages that will be effective, but yeah, we're going to come to that later. Now, read this question. On a recent holiday, you lost a valuable item. Fortunately, you have travel insurance to cover the cost of anything lost. Write a letter to the manager of your insurance company. In your letter, describe the item you lost, explain how you lost it, tell the insurance company what you would like them to do. Yeah. So this is the question. So what all you have to imagine, how will you arrange that data? For that, I have a simple answer for you. So just try and read this answer. So it starts with, of course, dear some madam. Why? Because it's a semi-formal letter. So you don't have to start with respected. You can start with dear. Then I'm writing to inform you that I recently lost my digital camera while on holiday in Vietnam. The camera is a black Canon 7D and costs approximately $1,150 when I bought it new last month. It has a resolution of 20 megapixels and leather case, etc. So what are these? These are details that you need to make sure that the story is it looks real. Mubarak, you have a doubt? Yes, tell me. So in the first paragraph, you are explaining point number one, describe the item. Then in the second paragraph, you are explaining how you lost it. Okay. I lost it when I was having coffee, Highlands Cafe, 45 minutes, notice it was missing. Now in the third one, you are explaining, tell the insurance company what you would like them to do. So आपको result क्या चाहिए, आपको help क्या चाहिए, आप क्या चाहते हो आपकी insurance company क्या करे, ठीक है? तो थर्ड पैराग्राफ में आप ये कर रहे हो. अब इसके अलावा जो बाकी के पैराग्राफ्स हैं वो they're just two more, okay? And what are these other two paragraphs? These other two paragraphs are telling you, one second, yeah, this one and this one small line in the beginning, it's called the starting, and this ending line, these two, ये this will be part of every letter. स्टार्टिंग में आप उनको बताओगे क्यों लिख रहे हो लेटर, क्या पर्पस है इसको लिखने का, और ये आपका एंड नोट है उस लेटर का, वेयर यू कंक्लूडिंग इट. तो इन दो के अलावा तीन और. सो मुबारक क्वेश्चन इज हाउ मेनी पैराग्राफ्स. ओके मुबारक, या आई एम टेलिंग दैट ओनली. तो मुबारक उस सिचुएशन में आप तीन पैराग्राफ या चार पैराग्राफ या पांच पैराग्राफ कितने भी लिख सकते हो, लेकिन मेरा पर्सनल सजेशन होता है यू कैन राइट 5 इज अ गुड नंबर. ये पहला वाला यहाँ पर इंट्रोड्यूस द टॉपिक, लास्ट वाला कंक्लूडेड, और बीच में ये जो तीन है इन तीनों, क्योंकि आपको क्वेश्चन में हमेशा तीन चीजें मिलेंगी, आपको उस लेटर को लिखते वक्त तीन चीजें करनी होंगी, तो वो तीनों चीजें आप तीन अलग अलग पैराग्राफ्स में कर सकते हो. So this is some useful language for you that would be used or utilized in a formal letter for the beginning. If you want to make some requests and suggestions, what are the phrases you can use? and what are the phrases you can use in the ending of the letter. Okay, done. Now, look at this. This is what I was talking about, how your language will also change. So, if this is the question, sorry, if you have to use I need something, you'll write I require because it's a formal letter. If you want to take part, you'll say participate, get, acquire, give, administer, look for, research, ask for, appeal, write, compose, carry on, carry out, conduct. So this is how it's going to change. Now, one more very important thing. This is extremely important. You can't use contractions in a formal letter. What are contractions? If you want to write it is, don't we generally write it's? If you want to write I would, we normally write I'd. Yeah, so these are contractions, the short forms of these words, so of these phrases. So yeah, don't use contractions in a formal letter. Why? Because these are considered casual. इनको हम casual मानते हैं. This is the casual usage, casual written usage of the terms. That's why try to use this formal way. I would पूरा लिखो rather than I'd. लेकिन जो आपका राइटिंग का ऐसे है उसमें जरूर आपको contractions लिखना है. तो I just want to make this clear to you. You should not have a confusion. Contractions क्या होते हैं? I would लिखने की जगह जब हम शॉर्ट में I'd लिखते हैं, कहाँ यूज हो सकते हैं? फॉर्मल लेटर में नहीं होंगे, सेमी फॉर्मल लेटर में हो सकते हैं, इनफॉर्मल में होना ही चाहिए, इंपॉर्टेंट है. और आपका जो राइटिंग टास्क 2 होता है ऐसे, उसमें कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस यूज होते हैं. हाँ, इसमें भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, यूज होने ही चाहिए. ठीक है, तो इससे आपका कोई भी डाउट है जो कॉन्ट्रैक्शन के यूजेज से रिलेटेड राइटिंग में यूज होंगे नहीं होंगे वो क्लियर हो जाएगा. सिमिलरली एक और चीज है राइटिंग के अलावा स्पीकिंग में. तो आईएलटीएस का जो स्पीकिंग इंटरव्यू होता है, क्या वहां पर आप कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस यूज करोगे? जैसे आप बोलना चाहते हो आई वुड लाइक टू गो, उसकी जगह आप बोलोगे आईड लाइक टू गो. हाँ, वहां पर भी कॉन्ट्रैक्शंस यूज करने हैं. इट्स इम्पॉर्टेंट. ओके. Now, after this sample, you have another kind of letter, which is the semi-formal letter. So just read this question. Right. Now this is the sample that we have here, okay? So we're gonna start with dear because it's a semi-formal letter. You should not start with respected in a semi-formal letter. Dear is very appropriate. Now because it's semi-formal, one second, there's some error. Yeah, sorry. Because it's semi-formal, you can start with the name also. Instead of writing dear sir, you can also write dear Jones, but not alone with the designation like dear Mr. Jones. Yeah. So this will be your first paragraph. Then para 2, 3 and 4, that would explain the issue in the question in detail, and then you will conclude it. So just read this sample and feel free to ask me if you have any doubts regarding the same. So let's see. I'm writing to request a few days of unpaid leave in March. So what is happening? First of all, we are telling the person to whom we're writing this letter what is the purpose of the letter. So the purpose is wedding anniversary of my parents. You're telling the time, you're telling that the entire family is getting together, we're going in a cottage and this is a special occasion. And while you're going, who will handle your work? So you've talked to another person, Anna, in your department, and she'll handle your clients and the meetings. So you're requesting the manager to give you a leave and asking for his permission. Now, this would be your informal letter. Now, remember one thing, just one thing for informal letter. Even though it's informal, that does not mean that you can use slangs and WhatsApp language and other emoticons. Okay, so you can't write, if you want to write love, you can't write LUV. You can't write because, you can't write LOL, OMG, or you can't use other emoticons. That is something you cannot do in a letter when you're writing for the IELTS examination. But yes, you can use contractions. You should use contractions actually. So read this question. Now look at the sample, guys. So yeah. Dear Tom, I'm just writing to let you know I quit my old job and found something new. Why? What's the question? Because the question says you're writing a letter to your friend, you've changed job, talk about a new job, and tell him other news. ये other news क्या हो सकता है? This could be anything about a wedding, about gossip, about a change in your life, about meeting a new person, falling in love, having a fight with someone. So this other news का मतलब है that you're writing a letter to your friend and not just you're informing him about your job, but also you're talking about other things in life. So you were a surgeon, you got bored, now you're teaching foreign language in Vietnam, and the other news is that you're getting married, you've invited your friend and you've told him to keep in touch, and that's it. So it's actually easy once you understand to analyze the tricky areas like the structure, change in the language, change in the tone, and what are the details that you have to fill. Similarly, another sample, just look at this, read this sample. If you have any doubts, feel free to talk to me. Right. So, same topic, okay? Same topic, change of job, talking to your friend. So, देखो यहाँ पर this person has been a bit more creative. So, when I'm writing a letter to my friend Ben, I'm being a bit more creative. I'm first starting with things. I'm first starting with photos that he sent me of his fantastic Rome trip. Then I'm telling him that I'm writing this letter because I finally quit my job. Then I'm telling him what are the problems I was facing in my old job. Then I'm coming to my new job. It's exciting. I will enjoy it. I'm gonna have fun. And what is the other news? That I am learning to play the guitar. This is the other news. It can be simple. Previous letter, you're getting married. This letter, you started to play the guitar. Then you want your friend to be able to visit him soon, or then you ask him to keep in touch, and that's all. Right? So again, it's easy, it's simple, but yes, you need continuous guidance. And लेटर में what is important कि कोई होना चाहिए जो हर बार आपके लेटर को चेक करे आपके लिए. अगर कोई आपके लेटर को चेक नहीं कर रहा तो हाँ थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है. That's why Mubarak ma'am, any discount on, yeah, Mubarak, I'll talk about it. So that's why now guys remember you have to install the Unacademy learning app. There it's the category IELTS. IELTS में there are special classes. These are free. कुछ free classes होती हैं जिसमें हम थोड़ा थोड़ा पढ़ते हैं. वो क्लासेस मेरी भी हैं, बाकी टीचर्स की भी हैं। सिमिलरली कुछ प्लस क्लासेस होती है जो एक कंप्लीट कोर्स होता है, where we solve reading, listening, writing, speaking, grammar, vocabulary, practice, everything. ठीक है? For that you have to take a plus subscription. आप ऐप पे जाओगे तो आपको सब समझ आ जाएगा। सब्सक्रिप्शन होता है 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 12 month, 24 month। 1 month सब्सक्रिप्शन है 2700, 3 month सब्सक्रिप्शन है 6700। इस तरह से 6 month सब्सक्रिप्शन अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 10,000, 12 month सब्सक्रिप्शन अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 13,000। अब ऑन ईच ऑफ दीज सब्सक्रिप्शंस इस अमाउंट के बाद भी आपको एक 10% और 20% का ऑफ मिलता है। 1 month सब्सक्रिप्शन में सिर्फ 10% ऑफ है, बाकी सारे सब्सक्रिप्शंस में अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 15-20% ऑफ है। तो ये ऑफ आपको कब मिलता है? जब आप ये कोड यूज करते हो। सब्सक्रिप्शन लेने से पहले आप 1 सेकेंड, सब्सक्रिप्शन लेने से पहले आप एक कोड लगाते हो और वो कोड होता है AAYUSHI। ये कोड लगाने के बाद आपको डिस्काउंट मिलता है। नाउ वन मोर थिंग, अगर आपको और भी कोई डाउट है, एक तो जब भी सब्सक्रिप्शन लो ये कोड यूज करो, तो 10%, 20% जितना भी उस वक्त ऑफर होगा वो आपको मिल जाएगा। दूसरी बात, if you have any other doubts then you can contact me on Telegram. The name of the Telegram channel is IELTS by Aayushi। तो टेलीग्राम एक ऐप है व्हाट्सएप जैसे, वहाँ पर मैसेजिंग हो जाती है। उधर आप टेलीग्राम का ऐप इंस्टॉल करके मुझसे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हो। IELTS by AAYUSHI ये चैनल है, ग्रुप है, इसको सर्च करना होता है, ज्वाइन करना एंड देन टॉक टू मी। तो सब्सक्रिप्शन रिलेटेड, कोर्स कैसे कंप्लीट होगा, इन सब चीज़ों से रिलेटेड आपको कोई डाउट है तो यू कैन टॉक टू मी दैट, राइट? ओके, सो yeah, I'll see you people later then. Good night, bye bye, happy learning and stay safe.